Hello and welcome to Pest Perspectives episode 57. I've been on the screen for a long time tonight, never done this before, so I kind of think I know what these people that work from home feel like. But I don't mind, it's all pest control talk and news, etc., on what's going on in the industry, on this all sorts of chats I've been involved in today. And today we have I wanted to do a round table, and I experimented last time with Kieran Buse and Sam Tricky, and it went down very well, and with people listening, etc. So here's another one for everyone watching. I'm joined by Jason from ASK Pest Control. How are you doing, Jason?
Yeah, good, mate. Good, tired, but good.
If you don't know, Jason is the man that makes the downpipe blockers.
Pipe guard. Yeah.
Pipe guard.
Chad's pipe guard rat blockers. Yeah.
That's it. Chad's pipe guard blockers. And we also have from closer to me, Matt O'Donnell from IX5 Environmental Services Limited. I've got on there.
Evening. Thanks for having me on again.
Are you good?
I'm very good, thank you. Yeah, not bad at all.
You drove through my neck of the woods recently?
Yeah, we've been up your way a little bit. So, yeah.
Get out of our territory. I'm joking. I'm kidding. Yeah. But today we're going to do a little bit of a chat about something Matt messaged me with about. He's got a friend, a pest controller, and with this experience, we've also got somebody who used to work for the council a long time, Jason, so he can offer insights on what it's like to work for the pest council, etc. So basically, Jason's Matt's friend who runs a business is competing with the council at 3 visits for £93. Good luck.
Yeah. Well, when we did it, it was a free service.
Oh, it's free.
So,
okay.
Yeah, me and the other two pesties were, domestic properties. We do 3,500 a year.
Ah, that's a lot. Is it? I don't know. Is that a lot? Is it?
Yeah.
Wait, it's free.
And then it went down to two of us. Because one of the lads actually retired and went to look after his wife. And then they started charging. But that's when they got rid of the other bloke.
Okay.
So the charge was £40 for 3 visits. And if you were on benefits, it was £20 for 3 visits.
Yeah.
Which I tried to tell him to start with. I said, you've got no chance of making money at that. But like you say, we were subsidised by the local authority. And I think they just wanted to make a little bit of money back. And they didn't really make any of it. So I did that. I think I did that for them for about 6 or 7 years.
Okay.
Running my arse off for them. And that's on top of wasp nests as well. They were charging 45 quid to do wasp nests. You get the local people ringing you up like you have small holdings, and they expect you to come out 40 quid to get rid of the rats in the small holdings, and you try and explain to them what they got to do, not to keep on getting a sale for 40 quid, but they will go in, well, it's 40 quid. What's £40 to have you out 3 times? And we get the little bit of paperwork you write out. Yeah. And if anyone come round, they could just show that. And that was, at the end, before they made me redundant, I got to dislike pest control because they wanted more and more.
How is it felt? Sorry,
it felt degrading, to be quite honest, because you're doing all the work, the paperwork, You'd have to go and see the health and safety bloke for the cost reports and everything, and get them sorted, fill out all the paperwork because we were with the BPCA then, for the BPCA, because we had to be audited. I had to look after the storeroom, I had to look after the stock, I have to make stock reports. And when you've got to make 3 stock reports out, when we did it, I used to have to keep one in the stock room, one in my office, and one in the manager's office. So if the building went on fire, they always had a form there, and then exactly the same. And then you had to keep everything within scope. They call it within scope. So you could only have so much rodenticide, so much insecticide, and because we were linked with the gardeners, they are there like weed killers and all that as well, all plumped into this one scope. And we had to do everything by kilos, even liquids. You can only have so many kilos of this, so many kilos of that, just to keep them under the threshold for the next license up. If they went over, it'd cost them a fortune. So it got really degrading at the end of it. But when I got made redundant, it was the best thing that ever happened. I did it myself. You do your own time. You're not running about. You take your jobs you want to take. If you don't want to take the jobs, you don't take the jobs. But then I missed the environmental health part of it as well, because I had some cracking environmental health blokes that I used to work with. They were absolutely brilliant. They took no BS off anybody. They've gone and kicked doors in, they've kicked fences in, went and got warrants. And it was absolute. That was the fun time of it, and that was the best part of it.
Can I ask Jason, how, obviously when you're charging, I don't know, 40 quid a visit, 40 quid for 3 visits, whatever it is.
Yeah.
What were you getting time to go in and actually do root cause with rat infestations and things like that, or were you going in literally putting bait down, putting a sticking plaster over the problem?
Yeah, that was it, putting a sticking plaster over the problem. But I worked with 2 fantastic lads, old lads who'd been in it for years. One was an old-fashioned no-nonsense.
Yeah.
He'd walk into an house. If it was a bit of a mess, he'd tell them it was a mess, tell them to tidy themselves up a bit, and go, "You're just wasting my time," and he'd walk back out again. The other one was quite methodical in what he did, and I used to like, his name was Steve Smith. He passed away a couple of years ago, but he was quite methodical in what he did, and that drew me towards him. So when I was doing it by myself, I could give people advice like, get your drains checked. If we don't do it, the council wouldn't do that. They wouldn't give me the time to get a drain camera. They wouldn't pay for a drain camera. And you could say, right, we could lift the manhole to see what was there, but we couldn't actually see what was up there. So if you see soil in it or debris or insulation, you go quickly, you need to get your manhole checked. But when they're only paying 40 quid a visit, 40 quid for 3 visits, or 20 quid for 3 visits, they're not going to be bothered.
Come on, Jason, you could have chucked in a drain survey for that as well. Come on.
I know. We did one property, and it was a renowned. She had 20, 30 dogs. She was a breeder. And the rats literally were. You open the cupboard up, and the rats would just run. You'd see the rats running up into the walls, literally. And all we could do there was chuck bait down, and she wouldn't take no advice off us, nothing, until I got the environmental health involved. Okay. Now, the best environmental health bloke I ever worked with was Simon Dodds.
Yeah.
He was a big 6'4", very intimidating bloke. And I told him, I said, we're chucking 50 quid's worth of bait on every visit just to control the rats at this time. And she's doing nothing about it.
Yeah.
So he said to me one day, he said, "Jace, give me the time and the date you're going down there." He said, "I'll be there, mate." And when I turned up, we used to have to, before we went in the house, we sprayed everywhere. We used to make it the last job of the day. Sprayed everywhere with flea spray. shoes, everything. Because it was, oh man, you come out itching like this and all that. We used to have to wear masks going through the door because it stunk.
Wow.
And when she opened the door, my mate just leaned over and went, "There you go. You got 14 days to get your property up to thingy, or else we're taking you to court." And she had to take out, I think it was a 35 or 45,000 pound loan to get her house up to regs.
Yeah.
And even the electricians didn't want to open the loft because they said they saw the rats running. They took the bath panel off and the rats just went everywhere. So they did all the wiring externally on the walls and just put trunking down the walls.
Nice.
Well, yeah, them kind of things. But yeah, we had a good laugh on with the environmental health.
Yeah. I haven't had a lot of time this week, but I was just having a look around at some of the local authorities and what they charge, what they don't charge.
Yeah.
Just for example, in West Northants Council, as Shaun mentioned, rats and mice, 3 visits for £93.50.
Oh.
They've got insects, so they'll treat insects at £93.50. And wasp, £93.50. Call out or advisory visit, £44. Rugby Borough Council, what do we got? £65.80 for 3 visits for rats. Mice is £113.40 for 3 visits. Cockroaches £152.50 for 3 visits. Wasp £96.10 for 2 visits for a wasp nest.
Oh, okay.
And then straying into Shaun's territory or up near Shaun, Hinkley and Bosworth. I know it's other side of Leicester to you, but rats £20.
Oh, for God's sake, it got worse.
Say how many visits?
You might as well just say 3. You know.
Yeah.
Well, we'll come to that in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Mice £63.04. So don't know why the discrepancy between rats and mice, but hey, again, insects £63.04. And they do concessions as well. So rats are free if you're on housing benefit or council tax support. Mice are half price, £31.52. But then going to Leicester City Council, on your doorstep there, Shaun, rats free.
No! Oh, ridiculous.
Cockroaches or mice, £65 for 2 visits. Wasps, I think £75 there. So whole range of different prices from free to very low value. And I do understand there is the councils, local authorities do have a public health remit in this, don't they?
Yeah.
The councils only have to provide. It comes under Prevention and Damage by Pest Act. Best Act ever. Chuck that about everywhere. Just gets everything done. They only have to be deemed to be doing something on council land. Yeah. So they don't have to do. If we haven't got no council houses up here, they're all housing associations or anything like that. But the council, because they still employ me to do council land, open spaces and council land, but they haven't got a requirement to do people's premises. Yeah. So why the councils do it, I do not know. Well, especially on stupid budgets like that, because if you've got 3 or 4 pesties, especially in big cities like you've got up there, they've got to be doing a hell of a lot of running about, and that's where the council pesties get the bad reputation. I think it's not because they're bad pest controllers, because they're not. They're resource. It's what they can do in the amount of time they've been given.
Yeah. It does sound. It sounds very much like to me, obviously from a different point of view. Working for the council, it sounds like working for a big national company running around all day. It does sound that way. We don't get given enough time. It does.
Yeah, you got to get the jobs in. You got to. I was doing quiet day, could be 4 or 5 jobs, revisits. So that'd be a nice day for me, nice early day. Get back in the office, do some paperwork, or I could do 16 jobs a day. Yeah, and it's and when you've got you think the whole of Telford reeking area is quite big anyhow. It's a lot of travelling about just to get the jobs done. But like I say, with the housing associations, what they do up here is they call a private pet. They say, if you've got a pest control problem, call a private pest controller out to find out where the source of the problem is or anything like that. And if there's any work that needs to be doing to the property, they will actually do that.
So let's explore a little bit deeper on that.
Yeah.
Because as of October this year, I don't know much about it. I've read an article in the PPC magazine, BPCA's mag, very good it is, I might not be saying this name right, but under Arab's law, they're supposed to, as of October 2026, I don't know how bad the infestation has to be or the terms, etc., but they have to act on a mice and rat infestation. Now, I don't know what that means. Does that mean historic bad, or does that mean I've seen a few rats in my garden? I don't know what that means, but it's coming into that law.
Yeah, is that for landlords and everything as well?
No, Arab's law only covers social housing, I believe. As far as I know, Arab's law, is that correct, Matt? Do you know? Is it just social housing and not private landlords?
I think it is at the moment. I'll be honest, I'm not totally up to speed with it. I think it is. It's part of the Social Housing Act 2023, I think.
Yeah.
And I think there are other changes coming in, aren't there? Coming in different phases.
Yeah, I don't know what defines you can get them out a council out for. I don't know. I don't know what the definition of I've got rats is. Is it I've seen one in my garden, I can hear something aloft, and have to act? I don't know. Really, I've just seen it appear because I had it. I do live in a house where you would deem it social out, not a nice house, nothing wrong with it. And when they do your boiler checks, right, it's actually, they must be paying them, but they actually go around and see if you've got any mold and take a photograph. Yeah. Within a couple of days, I had a phone call. You've got mold in, yes, as well. I'll do it myself. Oh, well, the technician's seen it. Oh, okay, come around and do it then. But all they did was put warm paint on it. They just painted it. But the bloke said to me, he was loving it. He says, I'm on double time at the weekend. I've signed up for the overtime because you have to react really fast. So he was loving it. He was. You know.
I bet he was. But I haven't got. See,
more the point was that Matt was trying to get to as well when he spoke to me was, with obviously councils are now struggling financially, most of them are. Should they really be wasting money? Should they really be wasting money on pest control? Because they've got better things to spend it on, or should it be means tested? I understand there is people that genuinely can't afford to hire a private pest controller. I don't know. I don't think they should. Rutland doesn't do it though. The day Rutland stopped doing it, the guy was the dog warden, which he still have a dog warden, I believe, and he was the pest controller. The day he retired, they shut the pest control department down. Yeah. More work, yes.
That's what it was like. That's what it was like years ago. You used to have the dog warden and pest control together.
But they've got it now. But then answers the question: if Rutland does join Leicestershire as a unilateral council,
you'll get free rat treatment there.
Yeah,
I hope not. I hope not.
Yeah, it is. It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because the councils, under the Prevention of Damage by Pests Act, they have a statutory duty to keep their district free of rats and mice.
Yeah,
they don't have to deliver that service themselves, but at the same time, local authorities do have a remit in wider public health, both through environmental health and the public health teams that they have.
Yeah,
but there's a commercial decision for them to make, isn't there? A political decision for them to make, because it's obviously the elected politicians that should be making the decisions on whether they choose to fund any particular services and how they fund those services, apart from statutory services. And pest control is not a statutory service.
No.
So when they're failing, very often in lots of authorities actually failing to deliver on their statutory services, there's an argument to say they should be pulling all discretionary services, funding for discretionary services, to fund the statutory services they're absolutely required by law to provide, and refer things like pest control to private pest controllers, of which there are a huge number.
Yeah. And that's what they do with me now. Subcontract me out. They're saving a fortune.
Yeah.
They don't have to pay, because when I worked for the council, I had 6.5 weeks a year holiday.
Yeah. This is it. They've got no costs, have they, of employment?
Yeah, I had sick pay. I could take 6 months off full pay if I wanted to. 12 months. The other 6 months I could take half pay. And then they pay into the pension scheme and everything like that. And they haven't got no health and safety to deal with or anything like that.
I probably should have declared my hand. I know Shaun knows. I probably don't know whether you know, Jason. My background is local authority as well.
Yeah.
I spent many years working in local authority environmental health.
Yeah.
So
they save an absolute fortune.
Yeah.
On pest control, and me charging them whatever I charge them.
Well, yeah,
it's like a drop in the ocean to what they were paying before.
All the overheads from running that service within the organisation, haven't you? Van, equipment, training.
That's right.
All of it. Yeah. But it's an interesting one, and just seeing how different local authorities deliver or don't. Like you say, some don't deliver that service now. Some do. Some subsidise it. Some give discounts for if you're on housing benefits or whatever else. There's a real dichotomy of whole disparity of services across the country, all decided within the local authority. But it is when they're struggling for funding anyway. You think, why are they still delivering discretionary services? Why are they still funding them?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
It'd be interesting if there's any local authority pest controllers listening to see if they give out what's their points of view and everything. Because I know everyone disses them, and I know the majority of them are pretty nice blokes, pretty good blokes, pretty hard working, and they just want to do the best they can. But most of the time, their hands are tied.
I would agree. I think most of them.
Some of them are fantastic pest controllers. Yeah, honestly.
Because there was one on one went on the Beauties and Beasties. I can't remember his name, and he worked up near the Shaun Mooney where he lives, and that council. But their pest control is very good. It's like they actually tell the customer, if it's you don't work with us, you've got to clean your garden, you got to do this, and they also get drain cameras in. And all sorts. They get the job done properly. But they said that. But then that's probably one of the councils that really does do it well. But as you say, Jason, it's not a technician's fault most of the time. They're just being told what to do.
Yeah,
you've got to get onto your next job. You've got to go.
Well, you're only paying 40 quid for 3 visits or whatever it is. You can't afford to hang around, can you?
No.
Yeah.
Do you think there's an issue as well with public perception where local authorities are delivering services at no cost or very low cost, that the public generally don't value those services then?
Yeah.
Yes.
100%. Yeah. And you'll always find it's this time of year, the middle of March, when the council have got to spend the money. To get before year next year. I've seen it round by my house. All the paths are lovely and clean now. There's no grass on the thing, they're all cut in lovely.
They're spending that budget money in case they lose it.
Money so they can get it for next year.
Yeah.
There are issues around that, aren't there? And going back to another way of doing that is zero-based budgeting, isn't it? So each year you don't get match funded to what you had the year before if you spent it. You have to justify what you need from scratch again next year. But I do believe that all these low-funded services given by local authorities are just not valued by the recipients of the service.
No,
it is true, because it's like we obviously don't get people say that, but I have heard people say, well, if you go on Google, it says it should be £60, should be £80, or whatever it is. But I imagine if the council does it, you Google it, and they're using that price as, this is what it should be. It's like, because there was one. It wasn't a council price, but there was one guy. We never did the job because generally with a customer, you can tell if they're a little bit of a red flag. Keep asking you tons of questions, and he book you, and he message you next day and cancel. But what he kept doing, how he put it to him was, "Oh, can't you cut it down a bit?" And that goes to him. Your boss rang up now from wherever you work and said to you, "Would you come in today and I'll pay you half your money?" What would you do? Well, I wouldn't go. That's what you're asking me to do. Oh, fair enough. I understand.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah, fair enough.
People try it, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they are.
When they price compare, you just say, just go with the other person. Then just go with the other person. And sometimes it's not even cheaper. Sometimes.
Got to be careful because sometimes they're making it up as well. Because we had a customer, I won't mention the name, massive national company, you can imagine, told us that they could get them out for £50 all in. But go ahead. If you can get them for £50 all in, I'll subcontract them and they can do all my work.
Yeah.
Well, they never rang. They then, it was a load of rubbish, basically. It was.
Yeah.
But
interesting. Did you used to do commercial service as well, Jason, into food businesses or?
We had, well, because
contracts.
I worked for the council for 30 years, and then they contracted it out. So TWS won, Telford Regional Services, Fosker, FCC. So that's a big company in Texas as well.
Yeah.
So we did the pest control through them, but my service, council service, actually carried on for 30 years.
So you were delivering out commercial.
Yeah, the council didn't
food businesses or whatever else.
I only found out at the end on the last year that TWS shouldn't have been doing any commercial contracts because we were actually contracted to the council. Now the council don't do any commercial contracts, but we did do it through TWS.
Yeah.
And they weren't food outlet businesses, schools, some schools,
right,
and other little contracts around on business sites and all that. Which, when I left, they all, apart from one, all of them came over to me anyhow. So I had a good start when I started my own business. But yeah, food premises I don't do a lot of. Like I say, school.
I know there are local authorities that are touting for commercial contracts, aren't there, in food businesses and other settings. I know of a number of them that are, and you think, well, it's a real conflict of interest, isn't it? Because on one hand, you've got your environmental health team going in, carrying out food hygiene inspections. On the other hand, you've got your pest control team, in some cases, working with these food businesses. You think it's a real dilemma, isn't it? Real conflict of interest.
Yeah. I think that's why they didn't really want me doing them. And I didn't find that out until the last year of me working there.
Yeah.
It was a conflict of interest of any business is going about if they had to send the environmental health in.
Yeah. But again, there's another dichotomy in that the local authorities are using their publicly funded employees, publicly funded equipment, services, everything else to deliver into commercial sites to generate commercial revenue. You think, again, it's all very uncomfortable, isn't it?
It is. And competing against local businesses.
Yeah.
But you're using taxpayer money to subsidise what the local authorities are selling as a commercial service.
And it's like, would you, if you were a council pest controller, and say, I'm not saying they were doing a bad job, I'm just saying if they were, EHO comes in, would they do out? Would they do anything? Oh, well, look, you are the council. That's like telling on your boss.
It depends on how good the EHO officer is.
Yeah.
Because I know my mate Simon Dodds threatened to sue the council on land and property. And that was a £15,000 fine because of a strip of land in between two houses that was council, but it was mounded up and full of rats. Now, when she rung the planning department up, the woman who's complained, the planning
Yeah.
department denied that was council land.
Okay.
When I rung Simon Dodds up to ask for a survey of the site, he went, "Yeah, that's council land." He told the bloke
Yeah.
planning. The bloke from planning rung me, gave me a bollocking, saying I shouldn't have told him that was council land. So I went back to Simon Dodds and said, "I've just had a bollocking off him." He said, "Don't worry, mate. I will get a written letter out to him and we'll take him to court on planning if he doesn't tidy the land up." But it's all paper money. So they find planning, they get money back from that, and it's just, it was.
So I'm hazarding a guess here. Both of you guys are council taxpayers, aren't you?
Yeah.
I think we're all council taxpayers.
Yeah.
How do you feel individually about your council tax being used to fund commercial pest control services delivered by local authorities being sold on a commercial basis into businesses? Because that's what's happening, isn't it? In some local authorities where they are selling out commercial services, they're not doing it at true commercial rates, are they? Very often, they're using taxpayer money to subsidise.
Taxpayers' money for doing it.
Yeah.
And then you say the EHO, you got the conflict of interest of the EHO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're going head to head with all three of us in our businesses and all the other pest control businesses out there, using taxpayer money to subsidise what they're doing so they can do it cheaper.
Problem is, though, I'll be honest now, because obviously we all know that not all clients go for the cheapest, but there's no way you could beat council on a commercial contract. If it was down to price, you couldn't beat them. There's no way, because it's subsidised. I don't believe it should be allowed.
Subsidised by our money, taxpayer money.
Well, especially in Rutland when they charge you so much as well. But then again, in Rutland we don't have pest control, but used to. But it's still, I still don't agree with it anywhere. But obviously, when you say it's not means tested, I agree with that. But obviously, if they were to means test it, they probably wouldn't need. They probably wouldn't need as many people or whatever. They would.
And I think there is an argument for supporting people that genuinely cannot afford.
I agree with that.
On public health grounds, if nothing else, or damaged property and other things. There's a strong argument for that, isn't there?
Oh yeah, definitely is.
If you've got somebody living in a, I don't know, £1-2-3 million property that's getting, if they live in Leicester, they're getting rat treatments for nothing. If they're living in Rugby, they're getting it for £65.80 for 3 visits. Is that right and fair?
No.
And they've got
not.
Just say if they have a pen of chickens.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
You know what? Do you know what? I won't mention the council, but I did a job where a gentleman had a fish pool, warm fish pool, and there was a chicken coop. And I was asked to do a private survey for the client to give to the council. Now, all I can say is I found no evidence that they were living under his pool or anything. And there was holes, and they were all going into the chicken coop and to the other gardens. But the council person had already decided before I even gave the report in that she was going to side with the person on the chicken coop. Chickens weren't the problem. The fish pond was, and I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe it because I looked. He told me the person's name. I looked up the person's credentials. Yeah, and she just literally done with them environmental courses you do at Open University or whatever. So not really qualified on it, really. But I said there's no I can do. They are the council. I said generally it would be the chicken coop. But obviously I had to ask for support of the MPTA on how to word it, because apparently you're not allowed to say it most definitely is that. You've got to say in high probability it could be the chicken coop and things like that. Because I didn't realise that. You've got to use it in probabilities, etc.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to.
That comes under like harbourage and habitat.
Yeah.
Harbourage is different to habitat.
Yeah. But
that's the way we used to. Well, that's the way I still word it. Harbourage or habitat.
I know.
Overgrown garden habitat. Yeah.
Exactly.
You don't know whether it's harbourage unless you get in there.
Well, exactly. I never got to see the chicken coops. I was only looking at it out a window, out their bedroom window. Wasn't allowed to go in, and I wasn't allowed to picture or report on that. But like South Stephen don't have pest control, but I believe that council subsidises it to a well-known national company, or they used to Pest Express. I know this because when I've done pest control jobs in Stamford, etc., I've seen old Pest Express boxes in lofts.
That's Paul Topless, isn't it? Pest Express.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I don't know if they still do it or not, but they were doing it. They were.
Okay.
But it's a hard one, because then the only way you could ever stop any of this is if you manage to convince people in power and trade bodies, etc., to get on board with it, and local and MPs to all get on board. It won't be.
I think that's what we need to be doing, really, isn't it? As a independent pest control businesses, we need to be speaking to the local politicians to have these conversations with them about why are they subsidising services that they don't need to be.
Yeah,
they're not statutory services.
That's what they did in Telford and Wreaton Council. That's why they gave it up. They knew they couldn't afford it at the end of the day, so they just gave it up and then just subcontracts everything out.
See, with the council, they've got finances, and you can find out a lot of the finances, etc., can't you? So if you can get that evidence, say, well, they can't really afford to have it, and you throw it at the MP, they go, well, you really can't afford it. Why are you doing it?
But then again, do we with the local authority, as there's still a lot of people pesties work for them, would we want them to be made redundant?
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, it's not about that, is it? It's about the morality of using public funding to services that probably don't need to be servicing when there are lots of independents and when lots of people can afford to pay privately. I think.
It's like you said, Matt. It should be means tested. If they live in a mansion,
absolutely,
pay £200 a visit. Or something like that.
Public health pests, absolutely. So anything that spreads disease or anything like that, absolutely, provide that service for essential. So it is a moral dilemma, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
Also a political one. Yeah.
I don't think we'll have the answers to it.
Well, we may have the answers, but nobody's going to listen. I think the membership bodies need to be looking at this as well, don't they? BPCA and MPCA, really. And
they all watch this podcast, so you never know. There has been things happen when I've done podcasts, and posts have been made on stuff. I'm not saying. Well, there has been certain topics I've covered in the past, and suddenly they've appeared in articles on trade bodies and stuff. So I do know that people from within these trade bodies, etc., do listen to this podcast. And did you know that Kill Germ featured my podcast in the How to Do crew of all your podcasts? It mentions in their PCM magazine, last one that was out, I think, on how to do your crew points. It mentioned the Kill Germ podcast and everything. Then it said also you can also get you should be able to get points for the Beauties and Beasties podcast and the Pest Perspectives podcast. So I was like, I've made it into a magazine. I have been in a magazine before. But
made it into a book as well, Shaun, haven't you?
Oh, made it into a book as well.
I've got that book now. Dan Trainer sent me it. I'm in the book. And also, I'm in a book that's in America. Because last week's guest lived in America and he bought it. Because he's published through Amazon. So they just print it. So it probably was printed in America and sent to him. But I'm in the book there. But I would like to get in a magazine at some point for actually little article or something about Pest Perspectives. It would be nice. It would.
Oh,
I'll get there.
Yeah.
Well, you never know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right then, what else has been going on this week that we don't know?
What has been going on then? You know?
I don't know. Anybody off to Pestex? Any of you guys off to Pestex next week?
No,
I am.
I'm not going to be able to make it this time.
No.
Where's it at?
London, down in London, XL Arena.
No. Keep away from there. Yeah.
I'm going. I've never been, so I'm going. I am.
Yeah.
Matt here is subtly promoting his talk. If he will promote his talk in a minute. He's talking at it. You are, aren't you?
Well, I'm actually, I'm on an expert panel there talking about environmental health and pest control, how we engage better with EHOs and things like that.
Yeah.
So,
Is that based off that? There was an article recently that I read in the BPCA magazine, and it was about EHOs, tips on how to communicate better with your local EHO and things like that. It was
the BPCA have run a couple of articles along those lines, haven't they, about engaging with environmental health and things like that. And in fact, I'm due to write another couple of articles if possibly try and get them in there. But I'm on an expert panel down at Pestex. So on the Wednesday morning.
Wednesday. What time is it? What time is this?
Oh, I think it's 11:30. Somewhere around there. But,
well, the Pest Perspectives. Someone in the Pest Perspectives hoodie might turn up. You never know.
Absolutely.
I want to put them. I want to see what all these headphones are about. I do because obviously at Pest Tech MPTA we don't do that. But I want to see. I've seen all the people sitting there with headphones on. I want to see what it's like. I bet you can hear every word, can't you? There's no issues, obviously. I'd imagine. It
should be okay, yeah. It's either that or they got music playing through them and they're ignoring the speakers altogether.
Exactly.
No, joking.
Thanks for popping in, Terry, and Hugh Radford. Awub's Law, I'm probably saying it wrong. It was from earlier. It was. But no, I'll be there. I'll have a look around the show. I didn't get a chance to actually do anything at Pest Tech because I was that busy helping. I think I only got to the Lodi and obviously the Rat Pack stand. And I think the Wasp Hole Pro stand. And that's it. But Pest X, I'll be able to have a good look around. Yeah, because they have more of an international audience, don't they, as well? Like people from abroad as well.
I've not been before. I believe it's not competition, but I think it's a lot bigger than Pest X from what I understand, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a 2-day event, so that is the biggest event. But it's all different things, isn't it? It is. It's
absolutely.
I obviously know how Pest Tech operates. I've learned. I'm on the Pest Tech committee. I help organise it, and we're actually starting to get things rolling with that. Yeah. But that's a big operation, so that must be even bigger.
Yeah,
to organise that because you've got it's a lot on a bigger scale. It is.
Like you say, it's over 2 days as well, isn't it?
Yeah. It is. It's
it's a big venue as well, isn't it? It's a big,
massive, isn't it? Yeah.
Is it venue? One thing that interested me, they've got digital cards.
Yeah.
Rather than, I'll show you. Hold on. Where's the wallet on here? I thought it was quite interesting. Where are we?
Is this to get in?
Yeah. Look at this.
Is it QR code?
Oh God, hold on. I'll undo that thing. Visual effects. There. Oh, you probably can't see it still, but it's basically
QR code, sure.
Yeah, it's basically a QR code with it on, and I thought that was a good idea. I imagine that when you go to each stand, they obviously ask you to what's it called? Yeah, if I can scan your ticket, and imagine if you do that at Pest Tech.
Yeah,
it was good to see you, John, at the BPCA stand at Pest Tech. I visited a couple of times. I will be at Pest Tech, at Pest X. I will, but I think that ticket system's quite good.
Absolutely.
But I will let everyone know what I think of the show. Obviously, I can only comment on the Wednesday that I go.
You're there for the one day.
Well, yeah, but I'm just going for the Wednesday. Dad's driving, so
Yeah.
So I'll have to see what it's all about. I thought it would have been not your first time going, Matt. I would have.
No. I think it's the location that puts me off going usually, getting into London and whatever else. But no, I'm happy to go and happy to be part of it, really.
Are you staying down there?
Stopping over the night, Matt?
Stopping over for a couple of nights, yeah. And then making a bit of a day on the Friday, staying on the Wednesday night, Thursday night. And then, having a bit of a day out in London on the Friday. So,
you might as well.
Out of business.
Yeah.
You might as well.
Might as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, make the most of it. Yeah.
Do they have like I don't know. I've never seen it advertised. You know how like at Pest Tech they have there's a big dinner the night of Pest Tech. Do they have anything for the Pest Tech's version? Is there like a big meal advertised? Or
if they have, they haven't invited me.
Oh, I didn't know if there was one.
I don't think there is, unless maybe the BPCA team do their own thing, or I don't know.
Fair enough. Fair enough, though. If they have their own one, because it's a lot of hard work to reward the people that have helped, with a meal and drink. Yeah. I'm not saying they do or they don't, but
No, I don't think there is in the same way that there is at Pestex, the MPTA one. But,
because that's obviously ran by Killgerm, that PCN, and you have to pay per ticket and table and stuff. But that was quite interesting. I did.
You went to the meal, yeah.
I was on the MPTA table. First time I'd ever been. It's quite nice.
Yeah.
It was in Milton Keynes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It was a good day. It was good. Yeah.
So that for me is a lot easier to get to. It's only 20 minutes, half an hour away. So
an hour and a half for me, but I obviously went down on because I had a beer with you, didn't I, Jason, as well?
Yeah, we had a beer
for Rat Pack. I was like, keep the drinks coming. Dave Elgerson, good.
Yeah, he's good.
Yes,
the best boxes as well, aren't they? Rat Pack ones.
Well, Jason did a bit of a
contentious subject.
Did you see Jason's picture he put up on one of the groups about stress testing at their break?
Yes, I vaguely remember it. Yes, wasn't it a vehicle went over it or something?
I think he dropped a skip on it or something.
Yeah.
So they're not skip proof.
Like,
I think I said they're not wagon driver proof.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That is.
Yeah.
But it's they can write that. It can't last skip now.
Yeah.
No,
what else you're going to test it on?
I don't know. Yeah.
Drop test. 10-story building or something.
Yeah. But that was when I just walked up to that, and the trap was everywhere. The box was in pieces. It even because I anchor them to the wall. It even pulled the anchor out the wall.
Yeah.
I thought, Christ above, what the bloody hell they done here with this? So that or a big rat was in and he wanted to get out.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Terry, if you see me in my hoodie at Pestec, say hello. Because I won't know what you look like. I won't. But I suppose I'll get loads of people say hello with my hoodie on. I've actually got someone actually, I can't say who it's for, but someone ordered it. I've actually got one of these. Someone's having. They're paying me for it.
Excellent.
That's good. But it's.
So you guys got any interesting jobs going on at the moment?
Not really. Just the normal. Just the normal. The moles are starting to come in. Mole jobs. The bumblebees have started to come out. Quite.
I've seen.
Surprising.
I do bumblebee rehoming.
Yeah, we do as well.
Yeah.
I love doing bumblebees.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, we do honeybees as well. In fact, we're starting to get inquiries already now, which is great.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, we've got a few on the go at the moment. Not actual removals now. Usually we start around the 1st of April or weather dependent. But we're doing a few surveys at the moment. Got a few quotes out. So
See, Jason, that's exactly why he's in my area again. The bees.
Yeah, the bees. I like going to quote for them and getting my beekeeper to remove them. I just haven't got time to look after him or anything like that. So I just give him to my local beekeeper, and he does all my work for me, removes them. So,
does he?
Yeah.
You don't get involved at all? Or?
I go up and take a few pictures in my suit, because I've got a lovely green wasp suit that I go and,
yeah.
He's a lot smaller than me, and I bought this extra large bee suit from China, and it was absolutely good looking suit, zips everywhere.
Temu suit.
Oh man, when I put it on, I looked like a Teletubby. It was that tight, so I gave it him because he was only 5'2", and he loves it.
But at least you got some use out of it.
Yeah. Luckily, it wasn't that expensive.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's a good lad. You can say, right, I'll get the scaffolding sorted. I'll get the scaffolding company I use to get it up and sorted, and then he goes up, and then we mess about like that. If I get time in the day when he's there, I go up and just give him a hand a little bit. But he's got his wife there or his dad there helping him.
Yeah.
So
does he do all the building work himself as well then?
No, I tell the customers they have to contract that out. It's I have got a builder, but I think he's knocking on now. But I have got a couple of builders I could pass it on to this year.
Yeah.
Which I and they are good lads.
That's the key, isn't it? People you can trust.
Yeah. Well, they're old school mates. I used to go to school with them.
Yeah.
And they know the quality of work that I like to work with, and they are good lads.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't try and do it. Climbing up ladders, I don't like doing that so much now. So any squirrel proofing, I give it one of my mates, and he goes off and does it. And and he does a good job because he's been doing proofing for years, and he's good at what he does. I don't mind proofing. It's like this week I've got to proof a garage door.
Yeah.
No, not this week, next week. But it's on a posh house. So it's a double garage door. And I've been scratching my brains to what to do to it. And trying to think outside the box because they don't want that.
Is it up and over doors or is it
electric up and over.
Yeah.
But they didn't want that grey Ratax. Is it Ratax or Ratex?
Yeah.
It don't match the door though, does it? It don't match the door. It's white, isn't it? I think you told me. Yeah,
so I have got an idea on how to do it. If the rats chew through this, then or the mice, but mainly mice, field mice, if they chew through the stuff I'm going to put on there, they can have what's inside the garage because it's 3 mil thick steel, stainless steel, but I've got to make it aesthetically look nice as well, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You can't
be a challenge, can't it? In some places,
yeah, you can't. And I didn't just want to go up and just spray the metal white because it doesn't look nice. So I have thought of something else that I'm going to put on top of it that will make it look pretty.
Could you not get a metal powder coated or something?
Not in the time frame. No. And then again, if you chip the powder coat or anything like that, it's filling it in. But I have got something in mind. So, and
the other option, raise the level of the floor. I am joking.
No, I have got a customer who needs to do that.
Yeah.
You do know that Rat Pack have got a powder coating company too, don't you?
Yeah.
Have they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do that too. Rat Pack Engineering that have
molding, injection molding. They've got a CNC machine. They've got their own powder. One of the brothers does the powder coating for them.
Yeah.
If you ever have a chance to go to Rat Pack, go to Rat Pack.
Oh, I did. I didn't go. I was doing the course. I would like to go up and have a look. I think I will at some point.
Yeah.
I will.
We go up there when we take our hazardous waste back.
Yeah.
We just build up our hazardous waste piles, and then once we've got sufficient, we'll take a trip up there.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's a good excuse to go up there, really.
Go up and see Dave. Yeah.
Stop for lunch on the way out as well.
That's it.
Question for you, Matt. Have you got any mole jobs?
Mole jobs at the moment?
Yeah.
I think we've got a small number going on at the moment. We've had a few over the last few weeks. Why?
Bloody conspiracy, right? Right? Dayton's got them. You've got them. The other round table I had. Kieran's got them. Sam's got them. I haven't got any.
Have you not?
No.
In fact, the lads in the office this morning, they're having a competition over their mold catching skills now.
Are they?
So I need to find a prize for whoever's going to win that. So,
yeah, well, everyone's got mold jobs apart from me.
Yeah,
you're on the mold register, aren't you, Shaun?
I am. Oh yeah, makes no difference.
Is anybody else on the register?
Let's preface that the British Mold Catchers Register.
Yeah.
There's only one other company within Rutland that is, but he's Grantham way.
Yeah.
But then again, I am on the list for Lincolnshire and the Corby and stuff. So in multiple areas, but not getting no hits yet on the mold control. But they keep telling me they're coming. I says, well, let's see. But last year I was rammed.
Do you enjoy mold jobs then?
Oh yeah, I enjoy it when it goes well, and I get them. I don't enjoy it when it's not going well. I don't.
I think, and I've had this conversation with the guys at work. I think for all of us, it's our least favourite type of pest control work. Moles. Yeah.
I loved it last year. I've never done it before. I caught two. I caught 2 in one. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then my dad was like, I've never done that before. I says, well, I have now.
I find it therapeutic. I do more than anything doing moles. Just sitting there, just digging the old dabbing for them, and you could spend an hour just looking at the scenery because I do domestic moles. I don't go on farms and do them.
We don't.
Let the big companies do domestic, like big housing.
There you go.
Manor houses. But I don't go in the fields and do it because that's a completely different game for moles. Leave it to the experts.
The only farm I do, I keep my bees on a local farm, and I do a bit of mole work for him. But it's reciprocal for having the bees there anyway.
Yeah.
And that's quite nice. Go walking around the fields. But,
that's nice. That is. One thing I will say, bringing it back to, we were saying, is it devaluing pest control? Let's flip it on his head about mold control, because there are a lot of people, as you know, out there that is willing to do it for a few pound a mole, or £20 for the old job,
or £10 a mole.
Yeah, that devalues the traditional mold catching. Seriously, devalues it.
I had this conversation with because I do a lot of shooting. I'm a gamekeeper, and I go down there, do a lot of night shooting, and we have the lads come up the next morning with the dogs. And they do a bit of molding, and they asked me my price. They went, bloody hell. I said, yeah. I said, what do you charge? And he told me. I said, well, you're just undervaluing yourself.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I said, don't undervalue yourself. Even if you do it as a hobby, you don't need a license to do it. If you're doing it for the local people around your area.
But if you're doing it as a business and you're undervaluing, if you're underselling your services, you're potentially giving up your time to do lower value work.
Yeah.
Well, it's free.
Why would you do that? You've only got a certain number of hours in the day, so why would you do some jobs at lower value than other ones?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Because it comes down to the old Bob Gregg used to do them for us, and he'd come in and do them a £5 a mole.
The old village mole catcher,
Or you
go and do it in the pub, and he'd give him £5.
Go and get him. What I say, go and get him. Go and get him.
Yeah. But I don't think people realise how expensive pest control is now.
No, well, my answer to that, when we get people saying, "Oh, we used to have old Joe doing it for £10 a mole or whatever it is," so where is he now?
Yeah,
why aren't you using him now? Because he's gone out of business because he wasn't charging a sensible rate.
Yeah.
There is people do it for free, right? But you'll find after so long, these people get bored and stop doing it.
Yeah,
they do because they just. There's a lot of retired people that in certain areas do it, but you'll find after so long they get bored and just pack it in. They do.
Yeah, it's like the lads.
I might start doing that when I retire. I might start doing that in Oakham.
Yeah,
free mold control.
Yeah.
It's like the lads the weekend with the dogs. They're lovely family, lovely. Three lads come up and we go out ratting, smoking the holes out, and they've got a couple of terriers there working like hell, and they do it for nothing. They do it for nothing, just for so they can come and do a bit of beating on the land and a bit of shooting if they want to.
Yeah, that's fine if that suits them.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it as a business, you need to be charging commercial.
You've got to be charging. Yeah.
I
think most work with dogs is free anyhow, apart from if you're going to a person's property. If you're doing it on farmland or anything like that, unless you can make a decent business out of it, most of them are free anyhow.
I will preface it. You know Sam that comes on the book, the round table, the last round table I did, Sam Tricky.
Yeah.
He uses his dog heavily with his farm work, and it's a real asset to him. So he does get paid for it, but he said it. He said now he'd be lost without it, without having his dogs with him.
Yeah,
because he says sometimes you just can't. He says, he uses traps, he uses everything, but he said sometimes you just can't get to them, and the dog can. He says it's not a thing that.
It's enjoyable watching the dogs work as well.
Yeah,
it's like the weekend. The rats were coming out everywhere, and the dog would pick one rat, shake it, go. Then they'd both run after this one rat in a field, and you think, oh, Christ, I'm knackered just watching you. I could never compete with that. Doesn't matter what anybody says, especially coming up to game bird season now, where you'll have hundreds of rats in the edge line as soon as they start putting the feeders in.
That explains it then. I went to one of my contracts today, and he's got them buckets everywhere.
On the farm?
Yes, everywhere. Up and down the road.
They should be empty at the moment, so there shouldn't be that many rats around them. It's when they start filling them up.
I didn't check if they were full or not, because I thought, you could like grain stores. You always get grain, don't you? And you always put down, make sure you clean it up.
Yeah.
Never happens, does it?
No.
It doesn't happen. Don't.
Yeah, it's especially around these oil containers, the oil bins, they fill them up with seed. You can guarantee the rats would eat half of that seed before the birds do.
I'll be honest. They definitely
weren't small
will.
Rats neither this year. They were quite big rats around there. I think the dogs only had one small rat.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you kill a load in the nest as well. So if there's any babbies in the nest and you're smoking the nest, they're just killing them babbies off as well. So they're good things. Dogs are to watch. I enjoy watching them.
I never got to watch them like in person, but Sam does send me photos and stuff like that. Not of anything death wise, but he has sent me bits and bobs. But he never puts them on the net. He's all professional. But I would like to go and see some working dog do ratting one day. But because it's interesting to see. It's all right watching it on the video or whatever, but in person it's different.
What impresses? Not the dogs impress me, but when you start smoking rat holes, you could have 100 rat holes, there, and the smoke will only come out 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
Or you've got a run out in the field and it comes like 20 foot into the field, an escape run, and you see the smoke come up there, and then you put a smoke there, and then it comes out different holes, and you think, Christ, it comes out everywhere.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, my mate was impressed last year because he's gamekeeper's been a gamekeeper for years, and he virtually had like 3 different nests. You put the smoker in, it went up that side, then he put the smoker in that side, and the holes went that way, then he put it in the middle, and it just went perfectly in the middle. He thought, bloody hell, even he was impressed, and he's been doing that for years. Well, he is a pest controller anyhow. He was trained the same as me, but it's if you get the chance to go and see someone smoke an hole, go and see it. It's brilliant to watch if you haven't, then see the dogs working.
Yeah,
they are fantastic. It's like I say, they're probably about the best pest controllers out.
Bring back strychnine.
I'll tell you what, if you missed, I tell you what, Terry, if you missed the episode with Gopher Girl from America, he does mole control and gopher control all year round. It's a whole business, and she just uses traditional trapping, but she said that locally to her, people still use and can get hold of strychnine. That's in America.
Yeah.
crazy, but she trapped. But that's a good episode if you want to go back and watch that one. It is.
Yeah. Excellent. So,
have we got anything else to add?
No.
Anything else you want to bring up to the world?
Not at the moment. No. You got anything, Matt?
No. As I say, we're busy starting to think about bees and things like that now. So as we migrate from winter pests to bees and summer challenges.
Yeah.
But we're doing a lot of business development work in the background as well.
Oh yeah,
working on that. Yeah.
I'm into all that now, Matt. I'm working on all that stuff. I am.
Yeah.
I'm going to a thing tomorrow, the Rutland Business Summit.
Is that tomorrow?
That's the Think Rutland business scheme, and that's free.
Yeah.
Provided for by the council that bought my camera as well.
That's good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Taxpayer
funded.
Wow. Yeah.
Taxpayer funded.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it is. But
you got to get something, Shaun, haven't you?
Well, yeah, exactly.
So what is it exactly tomorrow? Is it an exhibition or?
It's like, it's not a seminar, but it's like where loads of businesses go to, and like there's loads of talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just listen to talks.
Right.
You do. And by sounds of it, the scheme's being extended. Because the business advisor that helped me, you can see him whenever you want, but said that, like, they mentioned a snippet of what he's going to talk about. He's going to talk about the scheme going into 2026, 2027.
Yeah.
That tells me that the scheme's carrying on, because it was meant to end in March. This was meant to be it, but I think it's been extended. So I'm going to do a case study for them about how I got the camera and how it's helped me. But I'm also at some point I will be on the council socials. Yeah, like they took a video of me, and like he says, "How come you're so good at talking on the camera?" I did tell you I got my own podcast weekly on video. Oh yeah, you did. Because I messed it at first. I was going really slow. Then I started talking really fast. He says, he stopped it. He said, pick one. So I nailed it second time. I did. But at some point, I'll end up on Rutland Council socials.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
will.
Good.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
So will you be able to apply for grant funding again for something else next year then?
Well, I'm actually hoping that when he announces how the scheme's going, I'm hoping he announces a few more grants. I'll work something out. What I want next. You never know, do you?
Taste through it now, haven't you?
Well, he did say, actually, at the seminar, the sales forecasting seminar we did, he said, this is the easiest grant to get. There was a 10 grand grant before, and it wasn't as easy. A lot of people didn't get it. But he said this one here, the £2,000 one, is very easy to get.
It depends on their application criteria and things, doesn't it?
Right, you got to hit sustainability elements and all that. But the camera does. It's like, if you didn't have the camera, what would you have to do? Well, in the old days, people dug the drains up and had a look, didn't they? Actually dug them up. Yeah. Things like, technically, if I didn't need things like they like to hear, like, for instance, say you wouldn't need, technically, if you wanted to just look at the drains, you wouldn't need to use bait. So it's not going into the environment. He loved that. He says, that's great. They'll love that. Because he knew exactly what they wanted to hear.
Yeah.
He did.
And that's what it's about, isn't it? It's ticking the boxes in your application.
Well, to be fair, the bloke doing it actually helped you do it. So I literally send him copies, and he'd tell me when it was perfected.
Yeah.
And then they'd go, send that, Shaun. Fill it out and do that. And
that's good.
And he said, near enough, you should get it.
Yeah. So are you looking at doing the drain surveyor's course as well, or?
You've been on your course, haven't you?
Well, not that, Matt. Not that one, but I've done Dave
Kilgerm course, haven't you?
But course. Got to see how much work we get, Matt. At the minute, I haven't.
Yeah.
Still got to try and get some proper jobs. I haven't got any yet. I've got interest for them, but they keep dipping out, as in not wanting to go forward, not even charging a massive amount. So, but I have added it to the radio advert. So that's on 120 times a month. So I'm hoping it will get into people's minds. They'll think, oh, they could do the drains. Yeah. So
how did you find your radio advert? Has that been live for a little while now, or just gone live recently?
It's been live for a couple of weeks, probably.
Yeah. And are you measuring outcomes from that? Are you measuring success rates or anything like that?
I'll tell you why. Because a lot of radio is. Have you ever heard of subliminal?
Yeah.
You know, where you listen to a radio station all day, and suddenly someone says to you, I need a pest controller. And you go, Open Pest Control. And a lot of them don't know where they heard it. Yeah. That's your problem. Yeah. There's a lot of subliminal. A lot of people like hear it that much that when someone asks them, and then they'll Google it and get you that way. It's hard to monitor, that is. Because we tried the pensioners discount for 2 years on that one. And I'll be honest, out the whole time, we removed it recently. One person said it for the discount.
Yeah.
But people have heard the advert, you see.
Yeah.
Well, that's
but a lot of them sometimes can't remember where they heard the advert. You see,
this is the thing with marketing, isn't it? It's quite an interesting area of marketing. I love business development, marketing, all that sort of stuff. It's really interesting. But it's looking where you spend your money, isn't it? And what return on investment you're getting.
Yeah. The radio is the hardest.
How you demonstrate that, how you make that link back to what you're spending.
It is.
Yeah, you've got to bite the bullet sometimes, haven't you? Just to find out what works best for you.
Yeah, that's the only one that is hard to quantify because a lot of them don't always know where they heard you from. Some people, it's like it gets in their mindset that Open Pest Control, then they Google you. But I think it works, but it's hard to say because a lot of times you ask people when they sometimes say the radio, but sometimes like I Googled you, and then when you get there, like. I think I heard you on the radio initially, but I can't remember because I listened to Rutland and Stamford Sound. Yeah. You see? So that one's hard to quantify. Kurt Graham, thanks for popping in, mate. I hope you're doing well. That one's a little bit hard, but the website, I'm starting to get more inquiries because I've got ChatGPT.
You went live with the new one, didn't you?
Yeah. It's not their work that's got the recent inquiries. It's my work. I've been upgrading the SEO and AEO.
Have you?
Well, that will get your head around that, Jason. SEO and AEO.
No.
So
AEO. I haven't got a website. I just do mine from word of mouth, and that's it.
AEO is basically optimize. AEO is optimizing it for AI engines to pick it up, basically. Yeah. But it's working well because GPT, Chat GPT has helped in how to get high scores. But obviously, I do check it and I make it look like it's not written by Chat GPT. My best I could. But sometimes it's weird that you got to word it a certain way and it can jump up 5 points into green. Just one word change. It's so. I've learned a lot. I have, but it's things like that. But it's all learning. It's like business. Like, I even put, the CPD points. You know the seminars I go to for the business thing. I put them down as CPD. I do.
Well, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what Shaun said. Shaun was saying about when he was on this podcast. He said anything. Your sales. If you ring somebody up on the phone to ask him for advice, and you're on there an hour, you can write it down because Elliot came up. Do you know Elliot from Elliot. I can't think off the top of my head. And he came round to buy we had an old BVAC. He bought it off.
Elliot Moats.
Elliot Moats, that's it.
Yeah, he's just south of Leicester, isn't he? One of the villages, Shearsfield, somewhere like that. Yeah.
We had a bit of a clear out in the shed, and we sent it to him. Do you want it, mate? Yeah. And like, Dad bought it for 80 quid 3, 4, 5 years ago. He says, I'll have it, mate. and we were chatting for about an hour, and he's even put it down as CPD because we were talking about that much stuff.
Yeah.
We were talking about red tractor, all sorts.
Yeah.
So I used to do years ago red tractor sites. I don't know more. I do task sites at the minute.
Yeah.
Only one, two. The two grain stores, but they're tracked separately. They're next to each other. But and he showed me the price of it online. He says, "Oh, they're about £150 new." I says, "Well, my dad only wants what he paid for it." So no, that's fair enough. They came over. Yeah, I got that. But yeah. No, Elliot well.
Yeah, I've spoken to him a few times. I've never met him.
See, we've pulled over twice now. We have.
Yeah.
Because he was behind me, and I rang him.
Yeah.
He says, "Meet you at the big car park, mate." and we had a chat.
I did exactly that. I saw him. I was driving into Leicester on a Friday evening for a night out, and he was driving out.
Yeah.
I saw him. So I gave him a call, had a quick chat.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Because I remember it went wrong because once you rang the company number, didn't you? And he got through to my dad, and my dad didn't have a clue what you're on about. He's like, "I think you want Shaun, but you've got my number now, haven't you?" I think you have.
I have. I think yes. Yeah.
I think everyone's got your number. I think
everyone. I mean, I'm really not bothered who has my number at all. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't.
So did you say, Jason, you don't? Did I hear you say you don't have a website even?
No.
Okay.
No. It's just word of mouth, or that's it really. Word of mouth, or just I'd send a few flyers out.
Yeah.
And I'm still busy. That's
great.
Yeah. I probably
it's good
in the next few years, if it expands a bit more. Like I've been doing it 7 years by myself.
Yeah.
Whether I take anybody on or not to give me a hand.
Yeah.
I'd start looking at it then, but at the moment I'm just steady. I'm just
To be fair,
keep getting out every day.
You've done really well. You have. It's like tell you what, Martin, the Sam Tricky that came on the round table.
Yeah,
I've had him on separately, and he hasn't got a website.
Really?
He has. Yeah, and he's pure farm work. He's made his whole business of farms.
Okay.
He does a lot of these farms where you have to be there the entire day to do your visits. Them kind of farms, and it's all basically off word of mouth for the farmers. That's got him all his work. And he hasn't even got a web. He's a BPCA member, and now he's also joined the MPTA as well now. But he's had all his work through word of mouth for the farmers, so it shows that you can do it. You can.
It's funny, isn't it? Within the confines of pest control that we all operate in, so many different business models, aren't they? Specialise in farms, or I don't know, people specialising just in bed bugs, or all sorts of different things.
There is.
Yeah. So many different business models around, all delivering in effect the same thing.
Yeah.
Just in different ways, or to different customers, different end clients.
It's a cracking business, because since I've been self-employed, I've met that many pest controllers.
Yeah.
And they're really such nice people, and you do learn a lot from them.
Absolutely.
I don't think one person knows everything. And I don't think there's ever one answer to pest control.
This is it.
Answers.
I totally agree. There's usually more than one way of doing something. It doesn't mean one way is right, one way is wrong.
No, exactly.
If you're getting the same end result, that's what matters, isn't it?
Yeah. You can have a head scratching moment one day, put it through your mates who are in pest control, and they just say, "Try it this way," and you think, "Oh,
absolutely."
Especially if you're self-employed and you're a sole trader and you're working by yourself, it's always good. I've got a few mates around Telford. We meet up, we have coffees and that, and
that's good, and
have a chat and bounce ideas off each other. Yeah,
really is important.
The Telford Mafia. Well, it is.
Because one of my mates rung me up and said, "Jace, you're doing that ladies' garden with all the rats in." I said, "Yeah, I know." He said, "Well, one of my clients have seen all them rats in that garden." I said, "Yeah, I know." He said, "But they've been coming up to there. I've told them you're on top of it." I said, "Yeah, I've got to get my rifles out. I've got to spend the night just shooting up there." because it's a non-toxic site, so I can't chuck poison about and nothing like that. And I think they've gone a bit trap shy now.
Have they?
So I think, I think I've already dragged about 40 rats out of there through traps. But the last time there was nothing in the traps, but there was a lot of rats there. So I think the rifle has to come out, I think. Or a couple of controller.
But again, it's getting the end result, isn't it? Using different methods, different tools to get the end result that you need.
That's it. Yeah. And if you enjoy if you enjoy it, you get pretty good.
Makes it easier then, doesn't it?
Yeah. If you enjoy your hobby, you'll never work a day in your life.
Exactly. That's true. Jackie, can you explain what you mean about CPD? Do you mean if you meet another pest controller, you can claim points? If you were the British Pest Register, just self-register and put who you met up with, put how long it was, like a point for an hour and a half, 1.5, then put in what you chatted about, press submit, done. There you go. But with Basis, I don't know if you can do that. You can't self-register, definitely.
No, you can't self-register.
So if you are with the British Pest Register, you can do that for anything. If you read a book or anything, the time, log it. A magazine, log it. You get all these points from various different things. Oh, you're with Basis, though. Oh, no, you got no hope then, to be fair.
It's anything that develops you professionally, isn't it?
Yeah,
it does.
Your knowledge, your skills.
Because like what people don't get is it is CPD, but it doesn't have to be. Obviously, you have to do your crew points at the end of the year, but the rest of it is professional development of your business. It can be your business development. But Jackie, I don't think you can do. If you were to meet up with a kill germ rep, then you could actually get CPD for that conversation, but not. Yeah, if you did move over to the British Pest Register, you could do that. I'm not telling you what to do, but there's options. But Basis, you may struggle. You could ask them. You could.
Yeah, with Basis, I think I'd mainly like go to events, put your Basis number down, or you read the magazines that have got the tests in, the little quizzes.
Yeah, that's really good. I can't use them now, but
So yeah, or
and
they get the 6 points off you if they listen to your podcast.
Yeah, that will
soon.
Yeah, that will be happening, Jackie, soon. You'll be able to have 6 points for this podcast. I'm just building them up so I can send them an email with what people would have learned. Because you only ever get 1 point no matter how long per podcast with Basis.
Yeah.
So I'll email them in, and once I've actually got the codes, I'll let people know. That's why they've been delayed. I'm waiting to build a list up. I gave them 10 last year, and I don't understand why they gave me 10 codes. Because then they go, well, you can only use 6 of them. Why give me 10 codes then? But, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least you get points for it.
That's it.
Well, yeah, it's good. It's good that they recognise my podcast as well as a CPD thing.
Yeah. So do you guys always struggle for points, or do you get plenty of points, or yourselves?
No,
I've already got 28. I've already got 28, mate. What about?
Yeah, through the British Pest Register, I've already got my certificate for next year.
Yeah, so I never struggle.
Easy.
I do loads of stuff outside, whether it's training courses, whatever. Yeah.
So you're also on a self-registered model with the BPCA, so you can register anything you learn. So it is so easy.
Yeah, no, it is.
Oh, hang on. Jackie just said, did you say you're in Telford?
Yes. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Another one to join your coffee morning.
Yeah. By all means. Yeah.
There you go.
Me, but I normally go with Nick Brandt from Primary Pest Care, RW Pest Solutions, Rob. We meet up with coffees, and I sell my product to Shaun Westlake, who's at APC. I've gone down and did a training morning with these lads showing him how to fit them. But yeah, I know we're all rivals, but we're all in the same business at the end of the day. And if you can join together and have something, have a chat and that, because it can be lonely. Like I said, it can be lonely. Mental health does play a big part in this, especially if you're a sole trader. just have a chat with people. Yeah, we're all in.
Do you know, I take exactly the same view around here. I know all the other pest controllers around here. Well, most of them, and yeah, we all get on great.
That's good to hear. That is. There you go. She's telling you her pest control company.
Bridgenorth Pest Control. Yeah. If you ever want a coffee, Jackie, just give us a shout. I don't mind if I get 10 minutes. I can always shoot down to Bridgenorth. That's not that far away.
Yeah, that's nice, that is. But sorry, I interrupted you there.
No, it's all right. I have got to go down to Ditton Priors soon.
Yeah. But no, Matt, you register all yours through self-register through the BPCA, don't you? So you definitely wouldn't struggle. But it's just so easy. You self-register business, isn't it? It's not like you're cheating. You're actually doing the work. It's like when people say, "Oh, 20 points is so hard." No, they're not.
Surely, inquisitive human nature. We all want to be learning and improving and developing and growing, and it's not difficult, is it? It's what we should all be doing.
I think who's finding it more difficult is the older people, the older generation of pest controllers.
I do
figure out everything yet, I
do get it, because it's a bit like, I'm in a trade body. I've got to do this CPD.
It is a big change for some companies.
I'm in a trade body. I have to do CPD. I'm not in a trade body. I can just do one certificate every 5 years. I can see people's point. Yeah. You know, I'm not under any illusions. You know.
Yeah, I think it's down to the individual, isn't it? What they like to be, what they like to do.
You can make it as easy as hard as you want it to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to apply for Trustmark soon. I can apply for it now because MPTA is now in Trustmark. So all the members, if they wish, can join it. Yeah. And so can you, Jason, if you wish.
Yeah, I know. I know. The NPTA has been absolutely brilliant. They've come on leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
For me, since I was with the BPCA last couple of years of the council, but before that I was always NPTA.
Yeah.
And all it was a card in your wallet. I had years and years worth of cards in my wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I think with anything like that, it's a bit like CPD, isn't it? I think you often get out what you put in. If you don't put anything in, and you just look as a card or whatever else, you're not going to get much from it. But if you look at the opportunities and you engage with stuff, you'll get more from it.
Yeah. Exactly.
There's always information on there to help you out and make your business a little bit better and easier.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Everything's there. And people don't realise that. It is there to make it easier.
There is I'm still using it, but I'm not fully using it yet. But there's a workplace risk management system that I've got, WRM.
Yeah.
On there alone, there's like 10 points worth a year. So it's like asbestos awareness, PPE, lifting boxes, all these different courses on health and safety.
Yeah.
So that's 10 points a year to start with, included in membership. And you've got all the rest. So it's not difficult to get loads of points, really.
No,
it's not.
A lot of people moan about. I'm not saying everyone, but I got 75 last year.
Yeah, that's good.
I've got to see if I can beat it.
Listen to your own podcast.
Yeah,
I could do that, but that would really cheat. I don't know all the Technically speaking, I do learn from others, so I should, but I don't feel right. I don't feel right by doing it, because I really would. If I did that, I'd easily get over 100, probably 150 or more, 200 points.
Yeah, but if you don't need the points, there's no point.
No.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But thanks everyone. I reckon we had a good chat there.
Yeah, it was a good chat. Thank you very much. Thanks, Matt. Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much, Shaun. Good to meet you, Jason.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drop a code so people can get points.
I'm not going to write this one down, Shaun.
No, you're not going to.
No,
I'm just going to call this.
And can I just say, anybody listening to this, get out there and talk to your local elected members at the local authorities about their pest control services. Yeah, because the only way we'll ever change anything with funding of pest control in local government, things like that, is by targeting those elected members who make the decisions about which services they fund and how they fund them.
Yeah.
So if you disagree with it, get out there and talk to the elected politicians, the local councillors.
Yeah.
Have the conversations with them.
No, it's definitely true. It is. I thought I'd make the word cancel because we were talking about them.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know. So what you do? You're obviously not familiar with it, Matt. British Pest Register. So Shaun Mooney's register.
I am aware. I know Shaun, and I am aware of the Pest Register. Yeah.
He's made a new system though. So if you're a CPD provider, instead of the provider having to verify your points, you can go to where it asks you a question. So say someone gets council right, the 1.5 points it will be automatically awarded to them on getting the question right. So you could have a quiz of 7-8 questions on there if you wanted to or more, and you can get points straight away. So the provider doesn't have to actually keep verifying it, because I got fed up with that because I couldn't tell who was actually listening to the podcast and who was just clicking them.
Yeah.
So all the last years are actually on there now, but you've got to answer a few quiz questions to them ones. I don't just give a code.
Do you know, my view on stuff like that, if you're doing stuff like that, you're only cheating yourself at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's true. But I could never I verified them, but I had no real way of knowing if they really did do it. Yeah. But a lot of people are doing Pest Perspectives. I'll tell you what, I should see if I can do a leaderboard. I don't know if that would be allowed, but the City FM, they're really going for it with points. They are on my podcast. So yeah, but a lot of them are. There's loads of companies I've never heard. I've even got people from a company called, is it Pest Stop? They're doing my point as well. Pest Stop.
Yeah.
I think they're a supplier. I think they make traps or something.
Yeah.
But excellent. I can see exactly who's done them, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
It is.
Good.
But it is. But so anyone that wants this points, give me a chance. I'll do it straight after the podcast. But you'll be 1.5 points. And I might have enough soon to submit a load of codes to Basis. And I'll let people know. I will.
Okay, mate.
But thanks, everyone. And thanks, Jason and Matt, for coming on. It's been fun.
You're welcome.
Anytime.
It's been good.
Right. Thanks, everyone. I'll end the stream now. I want you to stay on for a minute. Right.